really go off the rails and you start to make stupid decisions, stupid acts, and then I thought that coming here was the right one. And I don't know what it is about this place that changes you, but it just really does. Being made to hike through bushes and stuff each day has really changed my way of thinking.
By the end of the hike, with most of the fellas, we're seeing that they're seeing themselves in a different light. They're building that identity up that is a positive one.
This group of 13 teenage boys comes from different communities and backgrounds, but they have one thing in common. Their lives are going off the rails, and they're here to find out why, at the urging of school counsellors, government agencies, or parents at their wits' end. It's been a rigorous selection process for an intensive 5-week program that starts in counselling rooms in inner suburban Melbourne.
You mentioned in your paperwork about you felt like you walked out the door one day and then someone else walked in. So it was that quick. It was just a...
I'll start crying now, yes.
Is it?
Yeah. I started living in this twilight zone. I never know what every day's going to be. And, you know, like, I've been up since 3 this morning, you know, I didn't go to bed till 3 this morning. Some nights I don't go to bed at all, because I don't know where Sam is.
Nicole Luino is a single parent whose 15-year-old son, Sam, dropped out of school earlier this year and turned to drink, drugs and partying. She says there was no obvious catalyst. He talks of domestic pressures and having to help care for his 5-year-old sister.
I can't think straight. I'm too much thinking about the responsibilities that I've been given and how hard it is.
For Jake Sidney, controlling his anger is the problem, and stealing from his parents, who adopted him at the age of 3.
He's a compulsive liar. Everything in the house has to be under, even our bedrooms have to have key locks on them, and he still manages to break in. He broke in the other day.
How much of your behaviour would you say is your responsibility?
Oh, 100%. Yep.
A few weeks later, Sam and Jake prepare to board a train for Wangaratta. They've made the grade and met the key condition that they want to participate in the program and they want to change their behaviour. They're headed for Typo Station, a farm in Victoria's King Valley, where they'll share bunk bed accommodation with 11 others. For the next 5 weeks, they'll have no access to the TV or internet. They'll learn blacksmithing and joinery. They'll go hiking, and they'll be encouraged by counsellors to make a fresh start.
This is not the real world for them. It's an escape and a chance to try and develop that positive identity.
Hold up front.
Midway through the program, it's a rugged 9-day hiking and camping trip at Weiperfeld National Park, several hundred kilometres from Typo Station. That's the real crunch time. So far, none of the boys have dropped out, but it's their choice to leave whenever they want.
This middle week is designed to be an extreme challenge to push the young fellas outside of their comfort zones.
I swear to God, if you didn't pack the pegs.
At some point for all of the fellas, the issues are coming up and they're having to face them. And so that might be social skills, or those communication skills with other people, being able to resolve conflict, being able to bounce back from things.
Tristan, did you pack the pegs? I'm not the one that got us lost yesterday.
It's a sore point that Sam was the team navigator yesterday and took the group a few kilometres off course. This is considered part of the learning process by program organisers, who stress this is not a boot camp, but a way to teach the boys to make decisions for themselves.
So at all times we try and get the fellas to identify what's happening for them and what they're thinking, rather than telling them what to do.
That means pitching their own tents at each campsite, setting up a group toilet and helping prepare meals.
You enjoying it?
Terrible.
Terrible? You were looking forward to it?
Yeah. I wasn't really expecting this kind of hiking though. Yeah, not the best thing I've ever done.
Do you reckon you're learning something out of it though?
Oh, I reckon I am.
What emerges at nightfall as the group shares a meal around the fire is that amid plenty of swearing and arguments, they're learning to confide in each other and team organisers. They're setting goals for themselves and feel they're changing for the better.
Like my goal is trying to help other people, think about other people instead of myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't ordinarily sort of help other people?
Not really, no.
And they talked to us frankly about their behaviour before the camp.
Oh, I was just stealing from my own family.
Why?
Just for things that I needed. Like, I didn't even need most of it actually. Just when I wanted to, I'd just do it. You know, just rude to them. Just yeah, stuff like that.
Is this helping you to figure out why you were doing that and how to maybe change your behaviour?
Yeah, it is helping me because we just get to open up about everything here. It's not all about discipline here. It's you discipline yourself. Like,
I used to go out during the night and steal from cars and throw stuff at cars, and like I thought I was just making the most stupid decisions in life.
The tough hiking, long days hiking and all that sort of stuff, does that give you time to think about things as well?
yeah, you do a lot of the time. Like, half the time, that's all you're pretty much doing. You're just, you know, thinking about how you can change your life.
This is Jake.
By daybreak, talk of change and respecting others has shifted to the reality of a 14-kilometre hike ahead. They're getting sick of each other.
I'm seriously over you at the moment, just piss off.
Jake was the victim of a practical joke and trapped in his tent.
You may have thought that we were, but that doesn't mean you can let the tent down.
So can we, guys, as a three, can we just try and get the pack-up done and walk out of camp without arguing?
Still, the team leadership remains confident that Jake will complete the program with flying colours.
How do you think Jake is going so far?
Fantastically, yeah. He's probably had one of his worst moments this morning.
And how about Sam?
Overall, Sam's doing really well for his age, but he still has a long way to travel in terms of being able to continue to make those decisions by himself.
Back at Typo Station, it's now just 5 days till the program ends, with a celebration day lunch when the boys' family or friends come to collect them. But things aren't quite going according to plan. More arguments have broken out, and blacksmithing and joinery classes have been cancelled. There's even a chance some of the boys will be sent home.
So why does this sort of stuff happen?
I don't know, just like the different people and their personalities and stuff. It just clashes.
If we don't get back on the activities and back onto the scheduled program, we will have to decide whether the fellas, individual behaviour is appropriate and make that really tough decision about whether they stay or go.
Do you think any might be in enough trouble to get sent home, or it'll settle down?
I reckon there's a few people who are right on the edge, but not many. Like, I reckon most of us should stay.
And they do. As Celebration Day arrives, the team has survived intact. For some, there are emotional reunions. Sam and Jake's parents seem very happy with the results.
I've just learned a whole lot of things, just how to control my anger and sort of thing. My behaviours, just everything's changed. Yeah.
And I just think it's been great to have the break from the anger, because it was a vicious circle. It made us angry. So I just think we'll all probably be a lot calmer, hopefully.
I really am just looking forward just to be getting back on track, going back to school and yeah, just accomplishing a lot more than what I was before I came back to Typo.
Today, just seeing him, I'm really proud of him.
At the presentation ceremony, there are emotional speeches as well.
If it wasn't for Typo, I probably wouldn't be where I am now. And it's just been really good. And thank you.
These boys may never see each other again, but they will have regular contact with Typo Station counsellors for the next 2 years as their progress is checked.
I'm really confident that there's a rocky road ahead, and a tough mountain to climb for a lot of these fellas, and I'm really confident that they've taken something away from this.
On past experience, 85% of them will make a go of things, and that's enough for government agencies to take increasing interest in this model. Early intervention is starting to be embraced as time and money well spent.